This is a daily occurrence on the streets of Washington, D.C. Plainclothed and uniformed police swoop down on people suspected of selling drugs.
You just sell syringes and needles? You sell all clean new ones?
Yes, sir.
You're concerned about...
It's nothing new. Washington police have battled open-air drug markets for the last few years. But now there is a new sense of urgency because people are being killed in record numbers. Officials say drug dealers from New York City and elsewhere have come to Washington to carve out a share of the city's drug trade. Washington's Mayor Marion Barry.
The New York contingency is heavily armed, unlike before where you had local people involved. And according to police, the local drug dealers and drug sellers themselves have to become heavily armed. And I would say 80% of the murders we've had here have been drug users and drug dealers killing each other. They're just mean, and therefore life has no value, apparently.
This has been a violent day in our area as police in Prince George's County wrestle with a troubling multiple murder. 5 people were discovered shot to death late last night in Landover, and once again it's believed drugs are behind it all.
Every corner of the DMV faces its own struggles, from Norfolk, Virginia to Baltimore, Maryland, and we don't have to talk about Chocolate City. If you know, you know. From gang culture to drugs, and even strong displays of government corruption, it's easy for an out-of-towner to say the DMV is just the country, or we're only known for historical reasons. But there's multiple cities that go overlooked and voices going unheard that contribute to a bigger scene, and story told by the masses in the industry. What would you do if you had the world in your hands and lost it all as fast as you gained it? Choose wisely.
We have an update now on a D.C. government employee arrested for allegedly selling fentanyl outside of work. Prosecutors say 51-year-old Daryl Pope of Clinton had 30 grams of fentanyl on him when he was arrested Tuesday outside of the D.C. Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
There are new vending machines set up around D.C. that are meant to prevent deadly drug overdoses. They distribute free Narcan doses, fentanyl detection strips, as well as a wide variety of self-care items. Vending machines are being set up outside of several D.C. firehouses and the Whitman Walker Clinic in Southeast D.C. These are areas of the city with a higher than average rate of drug overdoses.
Where's MoneyMarr? A question that still goes unanswered for a lot of hip-hop fans a part of the DMV hip-hop scene. With no words or updates from or about him or his team. I feel like 2014 and 2019 was a very precious time in DMV entertainment. You feel me? I feel like that was a very golden, highlighted era with artists like Shy Glizzy, Rico Nasty, Zanman, ASAP Ant, Young Manny. You feel me? I could really go all day. You know what I'm saying? I could go all day, but we had a lot of talent that was putting on, from drill music to pop and even rock music. You weren't running out of any talent from us, for real. We was really putting up buckets. You know what I'm saying? With Southeast DC artist MoneyMarr being one of the most controversial artists to emerge during this era. MoneyMarr is the reason behind a lot of people being introduced to the talent that we have. You can say his energy is up there with Famous Dex. He just got music that you can feel, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they sound nothing alike, but they are both very good examples of people who can go on stage, perform, and give you a piece of their performance and a piece of their energy. Me being a person studying and consuming hip-hop my entire life and being a genuine supporter of the genre, it's sad to see that element slowly fading away from artists these days. The soul of the music has been used more and more as a tool to boost social status and marketing. So the artists that bring a heartbeat to the game and can give you a song that feels like a little vacation deserve all the recognition. Songs like Runts featuring Young Manny, Speaking Facts featuring Stunnerful Vegas, and Mops featuring Coil Ray, all being good examples of songs that put a lot of people onto the hype surrounding the area. My favorite collab will have to be Sean Tyler featuring him, Baby Nino, and ASAP Ant, and shout out to the Infantry. But if I had to pick a favorite song, it would have to be Deep in the Streets for sure. One thing that cut a lot of artists short is the pride that comes along with the position. When it comes to collaborating, he's complemented many other projects with his aggressive flow and signature DC sound, while at the same time growing a versatile fan base.
Hey family, thank you for visiting an official DJ The Villain project. We've been anticipating your arrival Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of any future releases and projects.
But like, the rapping shit has started going on. You know, I ain't want the police to lock my peoples up and shit, like my legal guard and my mother and shit. So I just started doing pen foster online. And then now it's just that. Like, I can do it whenever I want for real. It ain't really nothing. Ain't too hard on me. So
right.
I'm back in school.
So what started this buzz? Like, how'd you get that buzz that you had now?
Man, so I remember the first day I had August 30th. Matter of fact, before that, I had dropped a music video, Gucci. That joint doing like 700,000, 800,000 views right now. Yeah. Young Lil A$AP Bari posted it because he had knew one of the homies back in DC, and they was getting everybody up in New York hip to my music, like MoneyMarr this, MoneyMarr that. Like, he the next big young nigga out DC, like real live. So niggas tuned in, they posted my stuff, and then just started blowing up.
All right, so now you having that buzz that you got now, you putting up millions of views.
Yeah.
When you around town, you gotta watch your back, or is everything pretty much the same?
I mean, everything pretty like, all right, so, I mean, you know how it is at home and shit, you got a lot of hate and all that. You know what I mean? When you go out of town like California, Texas, I fuck with Texas, I fuck with California too. Like, yeah. I fuck with New York, I fuck with everybody who fucking with me. So when I go out of town, I'm still watching, but I feel more comfortable. Yeah. I don't gotta lift my shoulders high all the time. You know? So like, that's for real why niggas start rapping. It ain't why niggas start rapping, but
influence.
It was a part of
influence.
Yeah, it was like a big influence.
Right, now what can we expect from you in the future?
A whole lot of shows, touring, and a whole lot of posting, a whole lot of promotion. You gonna see me everywhere, elevation.
Going into the MoneyMarr controversies, I want to start off by saying freaky stuff to your homeboy or homegirl has been popular amongst friend groups since the beginning of time. Huh? Not saying it's right or you should participate in jokes like that, but it's a very common occurrence. Now, with videos and pics later of him obviously younger acting zesty would leak online, the DMV went up in flames. Every corner, anywhere you went, everywhere you go, everybody was talking about MoneyMarr. Did you see the new MoneyMarr pics? Did such and such drop a video on the new you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just crazy. And honestly, that was the beginning of the end for his career. Just for the internet to do more digging and find out that Marr is actually from New York, which will further the chaos, causing a lot of his social circle to turn on him or flat out disown him publicly.
So I asked the streets a question. Is it true you was looking for Marr down east over at the gas station?
When was this?
I don't know. Somebody told me, ask Nino, was it ever a time that he was running around the city down the gas station looking for Marr? Because Marr had said something on the internet.
Marr ain't gonna never say nothing about me on the internet. Them niggas know not to say nothing about me on the internet. Like, I know too much about them boys. Like I know too much about them boys. Like, them boys really, like, if you ask me, man, them boys really boy lovers, man. Huh? You know what I'm saying? And you know, my man Bino right here, proof in the pudding, man. Them boys, one of them used to hang with Bino faggy cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, you can't be.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I seen a video of Marr surface on the internet, like a little video, like like playing like in some girly type of way. I don't know how to feel about it myself. So
I feel like
I woke up, niggas like, hey, bro, Ma, niggas saying something about like Nino on Ant Live or something. I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm like, let me go check this shit. I go to Ant page, he ain't even on live no more, so I DM Ant. I'm like, oh, Ant, what's up? Woo woo. But you know, he ain't gonna reply. Or if he don't reply, he gonna do it on some Instagram shit. You I'm like, let me call Nino. Why I call Nino? He like, who this? I'm like, yeah, bitch ass nigga, this little Ma you talking about. Yeah, woo, cause I already called Nino, I done already heard some more shit. You hear me? So I'm like, man, they want me to get on the internet. I knew not to get on this internet shit.
So they already. So whole time you got they wanted you to do exactly what you did, huh?
Yeah, bro, but that ain't even, bro. No funny. I'm at all that. I see past all this shit. All that 1,300 and niggas in the street. I'm not trying to hit none of that. Niggas ain't going on. Niggas ain't shit. What the fuck?
I'm saying though, fuck all that. We on man time. I don't know about all that other shit. What the fuck a nigga could say you gay about though, bro? Like,
that's what I'm saying. I just told
MT
look,
right there. That's
I ain't like to talk over niggas and do all that.
Say you gay about.
look, I ain't like to talk over niggas and do all that funny, goofy ass shit. Like, I was already hip to him, bro. That's why I said, bro, I ain't even about to keep arguing with you. Just pull up what you saying the allegations is, bro. Just pull up the allegation, like.
You would think the story slows down there, but not at all. Over time, the MoneyMarr campaign started becoming a thing, which made his own hood and alliances eventually get tired of the bad publicity that surrounded him and make him a free agent. Which, this part of the backlash, I'll say I partially disagree with. And before I even speak on anything regarding him from being New York, I will say this. The DMV in general, whether you're in Virginia, DC, or Maryland, we're very hard on our own people. We're very judgmental towards each other. We're very we overlook each other very easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very crabs in a bucket, you feel me? It really don't matter what corner of the DMV you in. It's basically the same people. So before I even really was quick to critique him or talk about him or see what was really going on, I had to scope the scenery out. You know what I'm saying? I was watching videos, I was seeing posts on social media. You know, I was reacting to other faces in the DMV scene and how they were responding to the situation. And honestly, I disagree. I disagree with, Marr originally is from New York, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's initial reaction was, oh, he wasn't born here, so it doesn't really matter. Like, he doesn't represent us. He don't represent his hood. He don't represent, the area at all. Like, he not really one of us like that. And I disagree. And I disagree to say that a lot of people move to other places but display certain things more than the people who are from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Marr is one of those people, but I'm definitely saying that when he's been here long enough to pick up the slang, you know what I'm saying, to pick up how we make music, how we talk, how we live, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely, for people to turn their back on him was kind of hypocritical, because he was DMV enough for y'all to support his music, for him to get shows, for him to get signed, for him to be a part of all these different productions, but he wasn't DMV enough for y'all to have his back when something like this happened. It rubbed me the wrong way. You're from the city that raised you, regardless of where you were born, and it's just straight like that. That's just my opinion. As far as him being blacklisted in the DMV, you can either look at it like a blessing or a curse. Either a path to move out the city and focus, or care about the public opinion and crash out to prove who you are. And at the same time, I seen it go either way. There were too many people that didn't think Marr deserved the spotlight and engagement that he had. The DMV has a very harsh reputation when it comes to supporting each other, as I said. So with all those factors included, this gave Marr a little bit motivation and patience when it came to the music.
Go ahead.
Alright, today I said, let me start out by saying this. I thank God for putting me back in position. I was just incarcerated thinking about how I miss my mama and bitch. I like taking trips and walking around flying the fuck out of stay out the mix. I helped all these niggas put money in pockets and they left me leaking like this. My mind keep racing, I'm thinking too much. My mind on time, I ain't patient enough. I sat in this shit thinking about how my sister told me I'ma be like my brother. I can't go out like nothing.
When the news broke regarding Marr and his case, I was very, very disappointed. I knew the feds weren't going to cut him any slack, and he played his cards wrong, and he gave the game to everyone who wanted to see him fail since the beginning. I didn't like how with all the cosigns, hit songs, and status, Marr still consistently was outside trying to prove to people who he really was. With that alone being the death of his career and the cult-like following that he's accumulated over the years. Don't get tricked out your spot. There's a lot of people playing when they should be providing. Fortunately, the DMV hip-hop scene has been left in good hands in recent times. We got Skino, KP, Jammo, Giz, Marv, and even artists that's been stepping still popping out with good music like Lil Dude and many others. But I will say, coming from a Virginia native, we as the DMV have to do better when it comes to showcasing our talents and skills to the media and major outlets. We have several successful figures and platforms that thrive, but don't really capture the full potential and abilities of the artists and entertainers that are featured. There's nothing wrong with coming from the trenches or having a past, but don't let it eliminate your future. Choose wisely.